Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Golgothan, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program Kethane. This is my modded series, which went by the wayside when I couldn't get mods to work with my Kerbal Space Program, but upon reformatting my computer, I got all sorts of mods to work. So you see up in the corner up here, I have Kerbal Alarm Clock, and we'll head on here and I'll show you who the other mods I've got. I decided against life support. I don't like the idea of my Kerbals dying, so I'm going to avoid that as much as possible. But let's look at the parts that we got. So we got Kethane back, and it's functional. Anything else in the propulsion? Nothing else propulsion-wise. Control, nothing there. Structural, here we go. We've got fairings. I've got Procedural Fairings mod, which here those are. This is an awesome mod. This basically allows you to enclose your payloads in custom fairings, and it's awesome. It looks sweet. If you've seen other videos where people have cool, big, egg-shaped things on the end of their rockets, that's because of this mod or other fairings mods. I have Quantum Struts, which I put those on my space station vessels, anything that's going to dock. It's basically like lasers that shoot out from these little ports that hold together to other vessels, like docked vessels. I'm going to experiment with the idea of like a tow vehicle, or like a kind of like a garbage pickup, or with these things. I'm not sure if it works that way. We'll find out. Quantum Struts, yes. Let's see. Nothing else there. Science. Yes. And Remote Tech, which is a great mod that you can only control your vessels if you are within communications range. So you'll see when we do this that the first satellite we're going to launch is actually going to be a communication satellite. I don't know how big of ones we need. Anything in the solar system, that's pretty good. Carrier signal beyond Duna. What about this one? Okay, so these are probably good ones for just within Kerbin's orbit. But we can communicate directly with the station here, the Kerbal Space Center, with what will I use for that? These guys are like on the side. But yeah, let's start building our first communications rocket. So it's obviously going to be a satellite, so we'll get a satellite core. Blam. Let's see what kind of antenna. We're going to do this antenna. Okay, so here's where I'm going to... No, it's not going to work, is it? I don't think that's going to work. At least not the way I wanted it to. Alright, we'll be fine. I think you just need this on there. I don't think it needs to be directional, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm also going to put these small antennas on it. I need angle snap, please. There we go. Ba-blam. Small antennas on either side. Then I don't think we need anything else sciencey. I don't need batteries. Well, that's big. So let's do batteries here on either side like that. Then we need solar panels. And do 4 of those. Just like that. There we go. That's a nice little satellite. About one more battery underneath it, like that. Just so it's got power when it gets on the dark side. We'll attach it with a docking port junior. That way, in case we need to, we can move it. There we go. Alright. That's a nice little payload, right? Nothing too special. I think we have everything we need on it. We don't need any control surfaces or anything like that. It'll just be dead up there in space. Well, not dead, but you know what I mean. So let's set some action groups. 1 will be toggle that guy. 2. Well, 1 will be toggle the big. 2 will be these little antennas. Toggle. And 3 will be the solar panels. Toggle panels. Yay. Awesome. And now we shall build our launch stage. Oh wait, we need to encompass this in fairings. So first thing we need then is a little decoupler. This guy. Boop. And then we need propulsion. Not propulsion, aerodynamics. And we need... That looks good. Bam! See that? See the blue lines there? That shows me that it's gonna be enclosed that far around. So then we can either do egg shape or conic. So if we do, I'll show you what they look like. So here's conic, and here's egg shape. See the difference? So I'm gonna do conic. Oops, not egg shape. Conic. Bang. Oh, I got rid of the whole fairings thing. Oh, that's too big. We want the, there we go, 1.25. There we go. And conic. I'll put it on 2 symmetry. Bam. There, now we have our payload. Excellent. So we have the fairings going off before the decoupler, because the fairings will go off from the side and the decoupler will get rid of the bottom part here. So now we can build our launch vehicle and our, I guess, transfer vehicle as well. So here will be our little transfer vehicle. Boop. That should get us into orbit, if we aren't already in orbit by then. This is where I'm gonna put these antennas. I'm only gonna do 2 of them. And what else? Oh, I know what else. Inline reaction wheel. Let's do an advanced one. Bam. There's that. I don't think there's really anything else we need to put on this stage. So let's throw on a decoupler. Boom. Now launch vehicle time. Now, I haven't done much sandbox since the update with the Rapier engine, but I did some playing with it last night when I first was testing out these mods, and it kind of makes great booster engines. So that's, I'm going to show you what I mean here. Let's go. Okay, so we need propulsion, and we'll do this guy. Boom. And we'll do another one just like that. Okay. And just one of these rockets. I want the one with the vectoring because I have enough power, I think. And now I'm gonna build custom boosters. So radial decoupler. Do 6 of them. Propulsion. Now I just need jet fuel. Just like that. And Rapier engine. There. And aerodynamics. Intake. That was kind of weird. There, that looks, there, now it kind of looks like it's all going in there. Alright. Center of mass, strut thingies. So here's one thing that is to know about these Rapier engines: is they do take a second to get like up to velocity, like up to thrust. So what I usually do is I usually have them go off first, and at least this is what I was testing last night, having them go off first, getting up their thrust, and then releasing these and starting the bottom engine. We need some struts though, some regular struts. Oh, and I have, excuse me, Kerbal Engineer again. Should probably get that on here. That would be what I was missing on this stage. Bam. Ooh, that Delta V is not good. See if I stage the stage these guys. Oops. Asparagus style. It's not going to be quite asparagus because it's not feeding into the middle one, because this is just liquid fuel, and all it would do is throw off the balance of liquid fuel and oxidizer. Alright. And then we just gotta adjust these. Should be this one and this one are first. I'm getting much better at knowing which thing is which decouplers, at least which ones are which pairs. See, this is a pair, and that should actually be the last pair. Okay, first pair, second pair, third pair. And that did not seem to increase our Delta V at all. Why? Why did our Delta V not increase at all? I am lost on why that's not changing. Well, So I'm going to, what happens if I change this guy into one of these? Does that make a difference? Why is it not adjusting the Delta V? Alright, I'm gonna put like a mainsail engine on the bottom here. Still doesn't change the Delta V. Why not? Okay, so I'm just gonna assume that I've got enough with what I have here, because I'm not sure why that's not updating. But we will do, this is Kerbin ComSat 1. We will eventually need 3 of these, but I'm going to start with the 1 here, and then maybe I'll speed up through the last 2. Or maybe we'll have to do 4. But let's try it. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see if Kerbal Engineer will update on the sidebar. It still says we've got crap for Delta V. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. And go! Man, this engine, these rockets are loud. I'm actually not using this engine down here yet. I'm gonna wait till my gravity turn for that. Now, the special thing about the Rapier engines is that when it reaches the point where they no longer can breathe air, it will automatically switch to rocket, or taking rocket fuel. Granted, I don't think we're gonna make it to that point. I don't know though. Look at how much liquid fuel is in our first stage of rockets, or of Rapier engines. I think we're gonna have more than enough fuel. We're still in communications. If we look at the map here, you can see that red dot. That's the Space Center. You can see the line going to us. That's to indicate that we are indeed in communications. We are still going strong too. These are ridiculously overpowered boosters. Alright, full speed. Gravity turn, and then I'm gonna kick in the engines. They're the rocket engine. Come on, rocket engine, there we go. Now we are flying. The oxidizer is what I need to be paying attention to. It's the only one that's going to indicate if my rocket's running out of fuel. Man, we are gaining speed fast. Uh-oh. I think we're about to flame out. Where are we at here? 42. We're not spinning out of control, so that's good. Go. Alright, are we up there? We're not quite up there. But I'm gonna get rid of these guys because they're starting to use up my oxidizer, and I need it for this. Alright, go. And then we're about to run out of this, and then we'll be on to our last engine. Go on. Oh, okay. Boom. Alright, we are still in communications. That is good. We are now this tiny little guy flying through the air. Oh, that's right. And I keep forgetting about Kerbal Engineer. I got my apoapsis right here. Get us up to as high as I can get us. I have to make sure we stay in communications. We also do not have infinite batteries. Okay, so that should take us, it's about over 100, so if I look here, see that's not going to be high enough eventually. So but I got to make sure I get us into orbit, so let's get us into orbit. Out of the atmosphere. Once we get out of the atmosphere, we can pop our fairings. Alright, we're out of the atmosphere. You ready for this? Procedural Fairings mod is awesome. And there we have our little payload right inside there. Yay, payload. And those guys should just drift back down to Kerbin. Now let's get ourselves to our apoapsis. I love the mods. Mods are awesome. I'm so glad that I've got functional mod game again. Oh no, we're out of connection! No! No, 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 no! Oh no! Well, there's lesson number 1, folks. Put yourself in orbit before you go for bigger orbits when you don't have satellites yet. Yep, there's no way I'm coming back from this one. Watch the crash happen. It was so beautiful. We were able to get rid of our fairings and then just fail. Fail. All right, so let's. I'm not gonna watch it. I know people love to watch it, but it's gonna happen at night, in the dark. Just relaunch. Okay, come on. Yep, bablam. And we most certainly have enough Delta V, that's for sure. I have no problems with that. Okay. 3, 2. Well, I gotta do that first. 3, 2, 1, lift. I kind of want to take these guys off asparagus staging because they really don't need it. Kerbal Engineer's tweaking out and I don't like it. Alright, well let's toggle it off because it's not going to help sitting there as a bar. Hooray for 2 times time warp. Alright, come on, apoapsis, let's get you up there. Look at that, we're climbing at almost 1,000 meters per second. That is fast. Oh, we are accelerating so much. Flame out number 1. Probably got an orbit. Wasn't paying attention. Alright, so I'm not gonna wait until I get to that point. I'm gonna hit about 80, there we go. And now I'm just gonna try to at least get an orbit set. Whoa. Why did that happen? Oh, we're out of oxidizer. Alright. So go orbit. point straight at the horizon and hope that I can get this thing to go all the way. Later, fairings. It's good that we're getting way up there on this part, though, on the apoapsis. Because we actually need it to be pretty far out there to get our proper satelliting. Maybe I should consider putting antennas on the ground. Like flying an antenna over here. This is getting pretty far. If I wanted to do geostationary, though, it has to be like 2 million. Hey, there's periapsis. This is a horrible, horrible orbit. Alright, well that's an orbit. Kind of. That is a horrifying orbit. But, status off. So let's make sure that's on. Operational. Okay. Then we got solar panels. Alright, and I'm going to keep this rocket engine on here for now, because we can most certainly move this thing around. Alright, first satellite is in space. Kind of. But that's our first look at our mods. In the next episode, we will get 2 more satellites up, and we will get a Kethane scanner running on Kerbin. And then we will work on possibly... well, we have to branch out eventually. If you enjoyed this video, please click like down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see other videos like it. Thank you for watching. I am Golgothan, and I will see you next time.